sure you gon' need 3 promoters. I got the body from Jim Ellis, but I had switched the motor. I got these badass bitch running around this bitch named all the coders. Yeah.
What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to episode 2 of Captain's Corner, season 17. This episode is brought to you by the Rhodes Home Healthcare. Shout out to Andy. If you need anything healthcare-wise, let him know. I'm Christian. This is Jordan. And today we got a special guest. He's known for winning. Week 1, he didn't do a lot of it. He actually didn't do any of it. So he was a Falcon. Now he's a Raider. So welcome our 4-time champ, David Elias. What's up, brothers? Welcome to Captain's Corner. Is this your first time on the episode as a loser?
I was
without
saying,
any
actually,
wins.
last
Without
season,
any
without
wins.
any wins, yeah. Last season, I came on, I think, right before the last week with a losing record.
And then what happened
And
after that?
then, yeah. But 0-3, yeah, first time.
All right, so how was it coming off a championship MVP? You go 0-3. Like, what happened?
Bro, honestly, I don't even know. That whole day was a blur. It went by so fast. I really don't know, bro. I just,
No chemistry.
none. First game came out, was our best game. And then the next 2, it was like we were demoralized. It was over with. We lost to the Eagles without their captain. And we lost to...
Well, that is one thing I wanted.
We lost it to the Chargers with Kevin on one leg.
Oh, my
was
God.
terrible.
Oh my god.
All right, so this isn't Beyond the Scrubs, so we're not going to talk about your shit record. But we're going to bring, I guess, your Jesus, your Noah,
Messiah.
your Moses, your Savior. Okay, we have a special guest from Sometimes Good, Sometimes Shit, the new Captain Slayer, Swazo. What's up, Swazo?
What up, young boys? What's up, bro? The mastermind is here.
Now, on paper, you're the captain, but look at me.
Yeah,
I'm the captain now.
No,
So-
it's not like that. It's not like that.
So, Swazo, man, the new Captain Slayer, let us know what went into your trade.
Similar to David, there was not a lot of winning for us. Week 1, went 0-3. Same scenario. We started off, our first game was the best. We didn't get bought any games last week, so that's not great. But we took away ball, like home field advantage per se. We went up 2-1. It was 2-2, 3-2. Then they tied, and then we had the ball ready to win the game. And I would say the guy that caused this all, that can enable this situation, Josh, threw a pick, underthrown. Freddie Semino just picked it off, looking like fucking D1 out there. Jumps in front of Jaime, and then we stopped them again, but we couldn't convert on the first down after that. And then it was downhill. We scored less points every game thereafter. And to be honest, I love Jaime as a player, and he's a great guy. And I don't know if he's a great captain, but Josh was not in, and I told him, listen, we got to get rid of him, and I'm all in on the Raiders camp, but he was on his Shawshank shit, and he didn't want to break out, and I had to go out, brother. So I did my El Chapo, and I broke out, brother.
Okay.
I like that, bro. You sent a warning, and you didn't take it further.
Listen, he didn't want to listen, and you didn't see the picture, but the other side, he fucked around and he found out.
So, now, it was, who were the ones that stayed? You and Alaba stayed on the team.
Yes.
Okay. And then,
So I'll keep it 100% with everyone. I told Clint from the beginning I wanted to trade Clint. Trade with Clint. And Clint was kind of on board, but then he texted me the next day. He's like, look, man, I'm going to be honest. I stay with 0 IQ, and I can't have that. And I was trading him pretty much the same pieces, but he was going to give me David Bryant, Ham, and Chiribola. I was like, all right, I got some speed on that team. I can be okay with being slow. But then he declined it, and then I said, "Fuck it." Next dunk in a row is Ham. Chiriboga is not really involved in the flag scene enough, and he doesn't play DD. I think this is his second full season, maybe third. But he doesn't play
He's
enough
not too
DD,
active,
and he doesn't know the guys like that. He needs someone like Ham to tell him, "Yeah, that's great, let's do it."
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I played Ham, but I think it's a fair trade. It was a 1-2-4-6 for a 1-2-4-6.
Yeah.
Everyone can debate that. Whatever, David is better than Jaime, or Jaime is better than David, or whatever. But I think that quarterback, the captain, everyone got kind of like what's most important to a team, which is a quarterback and a captain. I don't think it's as far-fetched as some made it to seem. And I know some are angry at David, but I can confess he had nothing to do with the trade.
I'm not mad about it.
You guys,
That was part of the clause before the trade.
I know my boy, he's getting dragged through town, and that's not fair. My captain is an honorable man.
Everybody wants to say David. They're like, David's 0-3. I need one.
Being dragged through the mud. He's a good
man.
man.
Smart.
It is, bro.
If you can't beat him, join him.
It's a
better. He's got 4 stars. He's doing something right. So bring him over here. Awesome. Anything else? Any other comments on the trade? Anyone you got?
We'll find out in a few days.
See if it was all worth it.
Yeah.
You guys playing? Let's find out.
No, we're in different conferences.
Different conferences, yeah. So, and it's a win for you because you get out of the harder conference, and now you got.
I don't think this is the South that we're in now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad as it seemed.
No, we're in the north, I believe.
Before the season. No, the Falcons were in the north.
Okay,
Yeah, you guys are in the South. Yeah.
I don't even know.
So you got Bucks, Raiders, Vikings, Saints, but there's also been a lot of replacements. So let's touch up on replacements before we get into the top 5s. We have first Kevin for Matt. Kevin went out with a groin injury, and Matt is replacing him. Offensively, I think it's obviously an upgrade. You know, now Mark has a quarterback that can throw the ball. Mm-hmm. But I guess defensively is where they lose, right? Because I guess you can say Kevin provides more. But I would say in this instant, no, because Kevin's not even rushing on that team. Kevin was playing DB.
Correct.
All right, because it's his older aunt that rushes. And I think healthy Kevin still plays DB.
I think so too.
And aunt rushes.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think they would. I don't think this replacement makes them better, but I think it makes Mark better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives
It gives
doesn't
more
make the team-
options. Like it stretches the field for him.
Yeah, like his stats would be better with Matt than they would have been with Kevin.
With Kevin, I agree with that.
Also, I don't think it'll like in terms of wins and losses. I think they would have been like they would have maybe had more wins with Kevin.
Yeah, I
I think so
I think
because they also have Dusty and and Mark and that little offense. It's super gay, but
okay. But you see now, look, it's Mark, Dusty. Now you put Matt, right? Kevin wasn't covering the second best guy, right? Kevin was always covering the third best guy. So taking the hit, right? Because now you lose Kevin as a DB and you have Matt as a DB. Once again, like you don't lose too much because it comes from Mark and Dusty. Now offensively, Mark can stretch the field, run his routes because he's good at double moves, the post, the long ball, and Dusty can work underneath with someone who has a strong enough arm to make the plays. Now is Matt a little whatever, a little like schizo, a little burnt out, whatever, but
Yeah. I think comparatively, Kevin is an overall better football player.
Yeah.
But Matt is all-time quarterback. He's better than Kevin at quarterback.
Yeah, throwing the ball around.
And if you put it on a sheet and you talk about the all-time quarterbacks that are not captains, Matt might be probably in the top 3 of defenders. Because who are the all-time quarterbacks that are not captains?
it would be.
So then, I'm not saying that he's a better defender than Kevin overall, but I don't really think you lose that much.
I think a healthy Kevin though rushes. But that's just me because he offers more as a rusher over Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would say Anthony and Kevin are like almost comparable on defending, like corner wise and everything like that.
Okay.
But I think that's just me. That's why I'm saying like I see it as a pretty fair trade off because a healthy Kevin offers more around the game than Matt. And like a leadership role kind of like
Yes.
Yeah,
he's done it for a long time. They know
Exactly.
Kevin, Mark, Dusty, they have a good relationship and everything like that. He was kind of like almost like the captain running everything, but now
Agreed.
Mark has to control everything.
Agreed. I will say Kevin's a better overall. I think Matt just fits that system, that team. They have a little better. All right, cool. So next we have Julio Iglesias for Juju.
Yeah. Guys,
That's an interesting one.
listen. I can only say that
I feel like they did that based off like draft position.
it's you have to go back and it's impossible
That's
for us
that,
to
yeah.
make a rating every season and subjectively see, okay, he's 6 this season, where would he have been last year?
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
make like a fucking standard deviation of player rankings from season to season based on the strength of the player pool.
Yeah.
Bro, we're not fucking mathematicians, and at the end of the day, this is a recreational flag football league, and we have fun with it, and we look into stats, but that's a pretty complex thing that you have to look
hell
into
yeah.
to comparatively see which player is better than the next from season to season. If we're looking at it just numerically, then it's a very fair pickup. Juju's gone under 7 multiple times, like way under 7. I think he's been like in the 12s, 13s, 14s.
Oh, exactly.
So, we can only say no to Fredo so many times. I'm not going to disclose how many, but it was more than 2. We gave him a lot of no's, bro. So
Okay.
it wasn't yes, but we had to dig deeper into why we had to finally just
Okay,
say yes.
so then can you give us like, obviously that's very opinionated, but like what is like your metric? What do you guys look at when you come?
Who were the no's? Can you say that? Are you able to discuss?
Yeah, you can say the no's, right?
I can say the no's, I guess. I don't know if I'm
Why
gonna
not? Just so we can
Oh, my God.
All right, one no was Ian.
For Julio Iglesias? Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because sure, you can say that Ian has sucked or whatever in DD, but when Ian is on, I think he's way better than Julio in both offense and defense.
Okay.
The other 2 no's were Joe from 105. Like, come on.
Okay.
And Justin. Personally, I voted yes on Justin. But
105?
but everyone else voted no, which I can see why they would say no. He's a try hard. He cares a lot. But, bro, they brought us a lot of no's. I mean, a lot of options. And then they even brought Zoe, I think that's his name, from AirTech. But he had just gotten fucking hand surgery. So I don't know whether. I think Fredo was just like throwing out of a hat at that point, which I understand their
That's a good
frustration.
one, too.
It's a frustrating process to get a replacement.
100%.
But
Because it is as non-biased or whatever. It's opinion based. It's whatever you think. So we all think differently. So it's difficult. And I look to you not like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? But
Right.
you're the DDPA member out of the 4 of us, so you have the insight.
Yeah.
You get me?
it's hard to pick up or like to bring a player that's like comparable. Like you
Of
can't
course.
say like, oh, if Pablito's replacing Luis Iturre, you're gonna say yes because Pablito's equal or less value, but brother, not even close to being the same player.
Exactly.
It's hard to bring in that. That's the guy that was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
why the subs get hard. Like when
But to that
it's
point-
splitting hairs, and then like that's what I'm saying. That sounds like it was done off draft position. Because if you talk to me just like based off football playing, and you got Julio and Juju, I would say Juju's way better.
Yeah.
Just because he offers a lot more on defense.
And offense.
I can see that. No, on offense,
He's a way better defender than Julio. Julio, when he's on, he has his good routes and stuff like that. He could produce on offense.
Who? Okay. Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is
offense.
their offense is like maybe if you want to give it to Juju a little bit here, but to me, defense and Julio's defense and Juju's defense is 2 different spectrums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I see the upgrade, the real upgrade. Like,
I can see that. Juju's definitely a better corner for sure.
Yeah,
He's
way
playing
better.
a lot on Wednesdays, and I've been seeing him. He's been playing really well, or whatever in red zone. Wait, 105.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, to that point of like bringing in a player that is gonna do the same, but it's never gonna happen. I think the problem for Julio G is actually like
it's most spot on
It's-
his position
it's-
for
exactly.
position.
it's like the same guy for the same guy.
That one was easy, obviously.
Yeah.
That's an easy one because it's like, dude, these guys do the same thing on offense and on defense. So
Exactly.
like, what is there to say no about? Unless you're like,
And they're like the same
top
height.
rusher.
I mean, Julio
It's
G,
the same-
you have
it's the
one inch
same
on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they do the same exact thing. So I think that one was easy for us, but bro, it's hard. I don't know if you've been DDPA before, right? That shit is hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Difficult. All right, so we're gonna start getting into the conferences. Talk about some of the teams. We're only gonna talk about the top 5 in each conference. The bottom 5, you gotta tune into Beyond the Scrubs. They'll talk about those bums
Okay.
on that show. All right, so let's start with your new conference, the South. So at number 5 in the South, we got the Jaguars.
Más o menos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
right?
got mini más o menos.
Yeah.
All right, we got Ant. What do they call him? Andy, right?
Andy.
Alex Garcia, which that guy has hit the craziest glow up ever.
He's an athlete. Though.
Yeah,
He's got a few
Yeah.
things left to work on, but he's gotten better.
yeah, dude.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's making like.
He would be really nasty if he didn't steer right to where he was running his route.
But
But other than that, glow up as fuck.
yeah, he's trending upwards. So
Way more than me.
yeah. Then Carlos, he used to play with 105, right?
Yeah,
For a
I
little
like
bit.
him. He's good.
Yeah. Try hard mentality.
Yes.
He's pretty athletic.
One of those.
Yeah, he's good offensively, or he makes plays offense. I saw him making a couple of plays for them. And defensively, you know, he understands football or flag football. So I think that's a good pickup. Old reliable Boo.
That's his tier 1, if you ask me. bro.
Yeah, right. And then
Guys can break the catch record.
Mally Monster, they're tier 6. My dog Mally.
Boy.
I saw him. He was a little frustrated when they lost one game.
For real? Who'd they lose to?
Niners?
No, I don't think it was the Niners. I don't
Niners
remember.
went 3-0. They played.
Nah, but that game, I don't think it was that game. I don't
Had
think
to be. If they went 2-1, had to be.
Yeah, the Niners were 3-0.
Oh, so then it was
Yeah,
that
had to
game.
be that game.
They
And I
almost
know
lost
Roger
to-
was talking about. Oh, yeah, because Roger scored on Boo too.
That one up? Oh, that one up?
No,
No,
We had
no.
2 game winners.
Yeah, no, that was the
All right, we'll
tie
get
game.
there. We'll get there. Let's talk about the Jacks. So I like this team. They're, you know, más o menos. He's used to that. You know, this week they play. Let's see. I'll tell you guys.
We play the Jags.
No.
No?
So the Jags play the Dolphins,
Good team.
the Bucks,
Mm.
and the Cowboys. So they have a nice little schedule. The Cowboys, Peaky, right? Or no, excuse me, the
Yes.
Dolphins.
Dolphins, AJ.
AJ.
The Dolphins is AJ and their team. That's winnable for them. They play the Bucks. They have Tronky now, so I think that's gonna be
Tougher than it was last week.
exactly. I think now that team will be able to make some noise with Tronky. He's coming off of his USA trials. So.
Yeah, he's gonna feel hot.
And then their last game is against the Cowboys, which is Peaky.
Yeah.
Which
3 tough games.
I
yeah.
think the Dolphins game is their hardest game, matchup wise.
Okay.
But I think they can pull it out if Ant plays correctly.
Yeah, I think 2-1 is what I see
Yeah.
for them, and then it comes down
Still
to
really good, though.
yeah. And I think a lot of their games come down to drops because I see Ant make a lot of like scrambles, get open,
Yeah.
Throw the boot.
and then boom, drop.
Yeah. And he throws a hard ball. He's not
Yeah.
a globito guy. He puts it in there.
He does it, yeah.
So,
I also see a little bit of like he always tries to play hero ball, which it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
him far, but then like there's sometimes where like
It hurts him.
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Like when he tries
No.
to scramble and everything like
and
that.
he
I
ends
know.
up throwing a pig.
Yeah.
Say that?
And he ends up hurt. I've seen him hurt
Yeah.
himself on hero ball like 2 or 3 seasons ago. But
It's not.
Ant's a dog, bro.
Yeah, but it's a really good team, man. They seem like they got the chemistry. I mean, it is their team, but
Yeah, I
they
think
got it cooking, bro. They got it cooking.
I think their
You know,
biggest thing
They
is
scored 11 touchdowns. You know, they scored
Yeah.
every game but
But
one. The
last
only thing
one-
I could see is that they gave up 10 tutties. You know, if they're top 5, they got to clean up their defense. But
Yeah.
you know,
Good
something
point.
like that.
yeah. At number 4, at 2-1, we have the Commanders.
I didn't see any of them.
I played them last week.
Yeah.
They're very beatable. I think it's all on Freddie Semino. That's it.
100%. So I don't know if I refed there. I think I was watching their game, and it is Freddie Semino, man. They won the game I watched, but like they left so many
Opportunities
on the table.
100%.
and
Like-
Semino's throwing, right?
But he's not the all-time Q. Because I saw
They
Kevin
rotate,
take
but
snaps.
he's got the majority of the snaps.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Semino's the quarterback. Corona might
Throwing
throw.
occasionally.
He might throw when Semino's sitting,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. But for sure, it's Freddie. Like that dude, Manny. I saw that guy open so many
Yeah,
times,
he would not hit him.
and he wouldn't throw him the ball.
That wise
Dude,
he had nothing.
I was literally like watching the game,
Post.
and I was like,
Just a clear out.
"Hey, throw that guy the ball!
No, he's
Hey.
sneaky. Like I'm telling you.
Hey, Freddie, he's open. Throw him the ball." Like I even asked the dude his name because I didn't know his name. I was like, "Yo, what's your name?" Manny. Throw Manny the ball
Yeah.
because and dude, he's big. I don't know if you've.
Oh, yeah,
Strong kid, bro.
He
Like fucking 20
plays
years old.
on Wednesdays, but he plays in the lower division. Stocky dude, like he's usually in a short, tight gray dry fit and white gloves and a backwards cap, just like that.
With the same glasses with the wrist
Same
guard
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, bro, and big physical dude.
Yeah.
He had one catch that they showed. It was like
Against us, bro. It was a push off low key, but whatever. I mean,
he did the one hander.
yeah, bro, it was nasty. I mean, he was kind of like this. Hyman was backing his ass up, like you're taught as a defender, use your body, and he kind of used that and went like this and jumped up. It's subjective, bro. It's all in emotion. Nasty ass catch, but you went up with one hand,
Yeah, just
landed, foot on the inside. I was like, fuck, motherfucker, landed inside, and came down. I was like, yo, push up. No, nothing.
yeah.
He can. That's a bigger tool, in my opinion, than Montano.
And it's not been utilized. So
100%. 100%. They have it. They actually, I saw him feeding Forrest and Alex.
Forrest ate a lot. This
Yeah.
guy there, tier 5, is a solid.
Bro,
Elvis?
big guy.
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Solid. That guy will run through. He's strong too, and he's physical. Probably up there in the most physical tier 5s, and he knows what he's doing. He has super sure hands. I don't think he dropped any passes in our game, and he was on it on D.
Yeah. Honestly, I think, right, it usually happens your first season in Dundee, you're ranked really low.
Yeah.
Next year, he'll get skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And then
year 3, you find your happy medium.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
But-
you always get skyrocketing.
100% Elvis is not a tier 5.
No. Not even in a stacked season, he's a tier 5. He's a tier 4, 100%.
Yeah.
Even in a season with high time, for sure.
Yeah. I 100%.
Maybe
agree.
bottom
That's
tier.
a good roster, bro. It's a really
Yeah, I
good
was
roster.
looking at it right there,
Really
especially
good
with the new captain Alex, and then you got Freddie, because everybody says you can't win with like captain quarterbacks and
Mhm.
stuff. So if
Bro.
you could take them far, man, you know, you could probably shoot up the boards next season with his quarterback play if you can spread the ball.
Yeah.
Find Manny.
This team rides on Freddie.
Yeah.
Because, dude, Kevin Corona is their tier 6.
Dude, that's fucking dumb. Like everyone
No,
likes to
but the
talk
fact
shit and
that
make fun of
Kevin
him,
is
but
a
the
tier
fact that he's a
six,
tier
like
6, exactly, it's fucking. That team can make a
It's
lot of
wild.
noise as long as they play correctly. Like you said, I don't know which one of you said it. They left a lot of points on the board, even
100%.
on the field. Even in our game, I think it took them like fucking 6 or 7 drives to score 4 points.
Yeah.
So
and
you're not going to be sustainable on the season.
yeah, man. Like, you know, my tier 6 is Nick Q, and I would say he's one of the more athletic
Yeah,
points.
one-handed snag
Yeah.
killed my team.
Yeah, I've been
more like
let's play that play right here to show you where this guy's team folded.
I think that was the end of the Falcons right there.
Yeah.
Third down. I think it was tied up. Third, boom, Nick Q one-handed. Boom, across the first down. First down.
Yeah, I go, hey, I told my center, post, clear, Nick, drag all the way across the first. And he sure enough did it. I gave him up. He just went. He probably could have caught it.
He
Like
definitely could have caught it 2 hands, but he said, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Said, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bye, David.
All right, so Commanders, they got to roll with Freddie. If he can put it together, bro, they should be a force to be reckoned with, man. Next, we got the Dolphins. tied for number 2, we got the Dolphins. We got AJ, Flacco, Ernie, Craigo, Gianni, and the master back there on his cell phone, Mike Lazo. Mr. I'm missing 2 weeks.
He's waving.
That boy's setting his team up for that automatic bye if they go 3-0 this week.
Yeah? I mean,
Well,
I like to
it's
see.
tough to play with 5 people, man, out
Yeah,
there.
but look at the starting 5, brother.
I know.
It's a good
I
starting
know.
5 to have for 2 weeks in a row.
That's fine.
I agree, but I think
It's
gonna,
tough.
It's going to take a toll on them.
It's
But-
tough. Craigo hasn't played in how long?
He's playing a lot of quarterback. I think
Okay.
he's rolling out and taking the handoffs or giving the handoffs to AJ who can throw
I
when
know
needed. and
Craigo's a
available.
great player, but I'm just saying.
Está gordito.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know him
And he
from
hasn't
before,
been
but
playing.
he's,
I think they'll be fun.
he's looking like he's well
Yeah, they got a
fed.
really good team, bro.
Mike,
But 6-0, I don't see. I mean,
They got a bunch of guys with high motors. They'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Mike, you guys played. How'd you guys do? What did you guys think of the team?
We should have been 3-0. We folded against the Commanders when we shouldn't have. But, just some mishaps, some miscommunications against the Commanders. But confidently, I should say we should have been 3-0 for sure.
Falcons should have been 3-0 too.
Okay, and then with your what 3 games do you have coming up? You don't know? I'll just tell you right now. You guys are
Yo, bro, you're putting my boy on the spot, man.
Man.
Working hard, dog. He hasn't looked at the schedule yet, dog. Just keep
Go
up.
ahead.
You got the Jags, which is the game of the week. That's
Oh, okay.
Who is it, Jax?
And más o menos junior.
Dub. Next.
world champions.
You have the Saints, which is Petey and not the Bakum.
And you're gonna have to cover 3 tier 6s at once.
I trust Ernie and Gianni on doing well with Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then your last game is the Rams. Brandon Pena, Pablo, and them.
Five hard, no rotation. You might not even get involved in that game too much because Jason's out. So their tier 6 is in all game. So your captain's surely
Early
going to take
vacation.
advantage of that.
So what are you saying, 3-0?
Early showers.
Early
Three-
vacation.
Oh shit, that was an early shower. Back in the bag, straight to Japan. Early flight.
Yeah, no, for sure.
3-0.
We go 3-0.
I like
You heard it here. Lazo said 3-0 Dolphins.
100%.
We're going to knock on wood.
We're confident. We're confident.
Confident. Okay. What do you guys think? I think with their schedule, I think
Got a good team.
yeah, they have a good team. They have all 6 there. They're gonna play a short-handed Pablo and Peña. I think their toughest game is Más o Menos.
Same.
First game,
Vice
game of the
versa.
week.
Yeah.
And I think if you guys crush them, beat them, I think you roll through the
week.
Yeah,
Retweet.
3-0.
100%.
What do you think?
I don't think they go 3-0.
No.
What do you think they lose to then?
I really think.
If they don't lose to Ant or that's what you
Right?
got to
Yeah.
lose.
So it's at.
I don't think it's. I think it's the Pablo Peña. I think they're gonna shock them.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you just trying to
No,
get some
I
Nas
think
cookie
no.
points right now? Get back in the chat or what?
I really think because they played the Bucks without Tronky and they beat them. I think it was like 4-2.
Okay, that's why they
But
gave
they
them so least amount of points.
But they
Yeah.
struggled.
Daniels,
It seemed
they
like
tier
they
2.
should have handled that.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
So
they
saying.
you're
did.
saying the Finns
The-
struggled against.
Not struggle, but they didn't beat them like handily.
They gave 2 points.
Yeah, and they didn't they had plenty of drives where they could have ended the game. They did it.
Yeah.
Now you have a more full team. I see you take them lightly because I can see them struggling against the Rams.
Well, remember the Rams don't have Jason.
I know that's what I'm saying. So you go into the game thinking it's cake, we got it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
a lot.
when you get
A trap game.
Mhm.
The trap game. All right. So you guys fall to the trap game. The Rams. Peña and Pablo shit on you.
Lazo don't believe it.
Yeah. Put fritanga on him. Put fritanga on him. All right. So next at 2-1, we got Beaky and his Cowboys. Beaky, Sabina, Face, Chris Z, Ryan Paz, and Jesus. The Cowboys play the Commanders. They play the Rams, which is slotted for a game of the week. And they play the Jags.
That's a tough schedule for them, man. I don't think they have a lot of speed on their team, and I mean, Piki does his shit, bro. Piki's gonna do Piki,
bro.
Methodical, bro, but they're playing against the Commanders, so now you gotta hope that your lower guys are able to match up against guys who are ranked where they shouldn't be. You know, so I don't know, bro. They have a tough. I think it's always stacked up against Piki, man, and it seems like it's part of the fucking script. I don't know. It's part of the DD.
He gets it before every season.
I think they struggle against the Jags, not the Washington.
I agree with the Jags as well too.
They don't have anybody that could cover Boo. Like unless Piki goes to cover Boo, that's not gonna happen.
Nah, bro. Ryan's
Pause,
good.
bro.
Ryan's good, bro. I think Ryan can cover.
He's a
Boo.
big body, dude.
No, he's a big motherfucker. He's gonna
He's
get
like-
catches,
he's-
but I don't think he's gonna destroy him like if you put him against.
I'm not saying he's gonna destroy
But
you,
you
right?
see,
But I'm saying
but
he's
then
gonna be a
who's
problem.
rushing?
For who?
For who do you think rushes?
For them? I
Who's
don't
been
even know.
rushing? I didn't see any of their games.
in their game.
I
I
know
thought it
there's-
was Ryan.
I know there's like Andy, Mikey Rush.
No, Sabina rushed. Sabina rushed.
It
He had
depends
2
who they
safeties in
play.
the first game, and then he rushed Josh.
Yeah, but then I think against Derek, the Niners, Jesus rushed. So it's like it all depends.
Terrible decision.
Jesus is actually in really good shape.
No, I know, but you're not gonna send him to rush Derek.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
man. I don't
If you're
get
sending
that.
Sabina to rush,
Like, I would rather
Andy
send
and-
him to rush Josh than Sabina.
Yeah.
Hey, but don't sleep on Ryan. Ryan pauses a pretty.
That's
good.
what I'm
Very good.
saying.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I'm saying. He's
I-
pretty
And he
good.
plays a lot of flag football.
Yeah,
He's good.
That's my
That's
boy,
what I'm saying.
Geeked Up. Shout out to Geeked Up, Ryan.
But that's
Congrats
what I'm
to him. He had a baby not too long ago. I don't know if anyone knows.
Congrats, Ryan. It's beautiful.
Yeah, bro, I like him. Proud of him, Geeked Up, and he's pretty sneaky on offense.
Yes. I've
Yeah.
heard.
The dead leg.
Yeah.
He's always trying to fucking try really hard.
Ha! I love it. Yeah.
We'll get somebody with it.
So you think they struggle with the Jags? I think the Commanders on paper give them the
On paper, you would think, but I don't think they will.
you don't think Freddie puts it
I
together?
think he'll struggle.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I can see that.
if you look at it, and
Against
then
that
Piki
team?
plays more of a traditional kind of
Defense.
defense. But dude, if he sends Jesus, then you have Piki, Mikey, Face, Chris Z, right? Or Ryan, whatever the case, covering Alex, which Piki has to cover Alex, or should follow Alex. Now you have that big ass dude Manny.
I feel like that's going to be their downfall. If you think
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
a rough one, man.
If you don't, like, when you need to, with this team, let's say you come playoff time, you need somebody to rush a really good quarterback. Now you have Sabina rushing. Now your defenders, you lose a little bit with what Swazum and Face at corner or pause at corner. Now Piki's going to have to, like, man up on
If they lose to
That's it.
Washington, it's not because of Alex Montano and Manny, because I think those two cancel them out.
Exactly.
I agree.
But
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying.
I'm,
It's
no,
the
no,
bottom
no,
guys.
I'm just saying, like,
Corona. Like,
Yeah,
can
when they
Jesus
have-
cover
when they
Corona?
That's the huge mismatch there. Yeah.
Kevin
he?
Corona?
Can
Oh,
Paz
Jesus?
cover Elvis?
I don't know how does he go around.
Yeah, you see, I think
He's not.
He's
Zuzo
not
rushing
Jesus.
for his facial.
Why did Jesus bomb his ass, bro?
Then either Manny S is getting covered by Face or Zuzo if you send Sabina to rush.
no, and then realistically, right? Piki and Mikey
Sabina?
cover Alex and Manny, but then right, there's no speed there to cover Forrest.
Yeah.
None. Forrest did me in.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be. I feel like they're very matchup.
Wasn't my
This
fault.
team's very matchup.
Hyman said, we're playing man, all right? And I said, all right, I got man. Fucking
Forrest?
Manny S runs a post, and I see Forrest running full speed. Hyman releases, he's got hype out Manny on the post. I was like, oh no. And I already see fucking Freddie rolling out, and like, oh, and the last second I turn around and I jump like half a credit card off the ground. And Forrest just, and I'm there like on his back like a little child, and he got it all on video for fucking camera 5. And I'm like,
So don't
oh.
worry.
I just got mossed back. I was fucking 5'6". I'm fucking 6 feet tall.
Don't worry when you see this on Friday and you see the Commanders highlights. That's the first play Forrest sent in, Bobby.
100%. He put it on his fucking story before the day ended. We had a bad day, so there was not much film. But before my team even got the film processed in Raiders chat last week, Forrest was already fucking posted with it.
Damn, he ain't tagging.
Hey, Forrest, you owe me like 3 bands by now, brother. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows.
All right, so number one, only team that in the South went 3-0.
Derek, man.
We got the 49ers.
I like.
So,
Shout out to the real man on that team, the master, the game winner. Mr. Out and up, stop, catch the ball, hand leg, come back.
so look, I was actually
The Viking, Roger.
I was reffing that game. I believe they were playing the Bucks. The Bucks.
He called it in the huddle, I heard, bro.
Yeah. So
He said, I want the ball.
the right.
He has a vendetta this season.
The Bucks were short, and when the game started, Mike Valdez started puking, like dehydrated. Dude, so it was like over, but like it kept dragging on, and I'm walking back, and I'm like, bro, come on, guys, can one of you guys end this, please? And this guy Roger goes, I got you. Come on, like you know.
You don't expect it.
Exactly. So I start to giggle. Me and him are joking, and then Derek comes, and Derek goes to put his hand on his chest, and Roger goes, "No, you need to out and up right now. I'm gonna end it." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And he looks at me. I'm gonna end it for you right now. And sure enough,
He did that.
He did. And he had the wherewithal to stop.
Yes,
Catch the ball.
And then, I think that was my favorite. That he scored, and then he looks at me across the field and he goes, "Let's go!"
About to have a fucking
And she should be at his
bloodshot red face.
100%, bro. Hey, but shout out to Roger. He
That
called
video was playing in Megaito the next day.
Yeah,
The Roger special.
man, it's a good team.
No, they're good, man.
Derek, Chris, Revis, Lewis, Robbie, and Roger.
Yeah, Lewis Kid gives him a solid rush too.
Yeah, man. You know, defensively, they aren't the greatest.
I mean, they gave up 6 points.
They played the Bucks.
They
Yeah,
also,
the Bucks.
There was teams that lost to teams without a captain.
but look,
They beat Peaky 4-2.
yeah.
And then they lost to the Jags, who went 2-1, 3-4.
Yeah.
And then they beat the team that they're supposed to beat 4-1.
They,
That team, and you said that game dragged on and it was 4-1.
yeah, but it literally dragged
Right,
on.
that's what I'm saying. Like they beat the shit out of people. Like you were saying.
Okay, yes, they beat the shit out of people, but you're telling me that's a defensively stout team?
No, I'm not defensively
man,
stout, but
it's-
their defense was pretty good though. They played well.
Right now, the
I
numbers
would
show
just-
that they have a solid D, but yes, if we look
Come
at
on,
it down,
man.
it's not a.
You don't think they're defensively can hold up?
No.
Without Roger. I mean, you take Roger out. You don't think the other 5 are pretty good defensively?
No.
I think you lose a lot with Lewis because he doesn't.
He
He's
rushes.
not a huge IQ guy because he's still, I think, right.
But he rushes.
Like, but yeah, I mean,
Okay,
rushes.
and Derek, Chris Martinez.
I love Revis. He's lazy as fuck on defense. I love him, but he's lazy
Yeah,
on
but
defense.
they're smart. And then you have Robbie in the middle. You don't think so?
Robbie's good, but it just. I mean, bro, you lose a lot with Robbie and height because I've seen it.
So you don't think they're good defensively?
No.
Well, don't speak your trash about them.
No,
I'm
it's
speaking
not
trash. But I'm not saying they're elite.
collectively.
But I think their defense is pretty good. I've seen other teams that defense is worse.
Chris Martinez is a wide receiver.
Okay,
He
yeah,
plays
I know.
corner because he has to play corner. There's no other.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Revis as well is an
is the
offensive
same
guy.
thing, is an offensive guy.
Okay.
And Robbie is an offensive guy. You're going to tell me you...
I'm not sitting here telling you that they're fucking the best defense in the league, right?
I think they.
I'm saying defensively they played very well.
I think they match up well.
Did they?
against
Did
their
they
guys
not?
that you
Yes.
know, but they're not
Okay, then.
Statistically, but if you look at that, that's not a defensive team.
Well, you can look at a bunch of teams and say they're not doing this or that, scoring fucking touchdowns and shit. And
We
yet
could have looked at the Falcons and the Raiders.
exactly, because they didn't win.
Can we
They
combine
went
your
3-0.
points? Can you bring your points from the
We
Falcons?
still-
So
we have like 9 points.
11. We got
11.
6. You got 11.
5.
We almost got 12.
Alright, so that's the number one team. I think they do good. I think when they get ball first, I think Derek does a really good job of that.
Who do they play this week? Let's see if they're gonna falter, like you guys say.
Raiders.
They,
Yeah, they play the
they
Raiders.
play the Vikings. They play the Raiders.
Then the Raiders, baby, coming 3-0.
And then the Saints. So I think the Saints.
I can see the Saints give them trouble.
Yeah.
I can see the Raiders giving them trouble.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
would hope so.
But we're,
Give me a bold prediction right now. Where do they go next week?
2-1.
2-1. Okay. So who do they beat? The Saints or the Raiders?
Saints.
Why not the Vikings? Vikings are new look. Sean wasn't here last week.
Yeah,
Pablito's new.
Yeah, I think
Pretty much
Vikings.
two new teams.
Vikings.
2 new players.
It's like I need
Trump,
something.
dog.
They beat
I need
Vikings
something.
Raiders. Prove me wrong.
Vikings
I
are.
got you.
Prove me wrong.
Let's
Do
go.
you like Roger?
I got you.
Let's see. Let's
All right, so let's move on to at number 5 in the North, we got the Seahawks. Got Lou, Devin, Alfarito, Jazz, Jonathan, and Davila.
Is that Alfarito or Paul Pierce?
Yeah.
That guy
The
was,
Oscar
he was
goes
about
to-
to have the first DD card off in history. And then I see him rushing 2 minutes later. So I don't know what happened there. My brother's sick.
I heard about that. Rolling on the ground, screaming. He really believed the role, the script.
He went with
You're
it.
gonna fake tear
It's the week 1 script for Alpha. Last season, it was.
Every season.
Oh, the hand calling, throwing up. Remember that?
Somebody said, call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Guys got put a
2
towel,
minutes later,
a
he
cold
said-
towel on his balls. He said, "Nah, I'm ready."
Smashing beers 2 minutes later.
Yep. Just like that.
I'm good.
It's the week 1 special.
So is that that's the DD drama queen?
That's his thing. Week 1.
Almost died. Make
He
it
sets
suspenseful.
himself up for the rest of the season to be like, "Wow, that guy's fucking gas."
Yeah, pretty much.
So they went 2-1. They lost to the Steelers. They beat the Bears and they beat the Chargers. This week they play the Eagles, which is the game of the week.
I was back.
Yeah. They play who else? The Hawks. They play the Panthers, and then they play the Bengals. So Bengals, Lulu's there.
Yeah.
He's finally back. They. Go ahead.
It's a rough week for the Seahawks, in my opinion. They
This
got a
is
lot
wild.
of teams who got quarterbacks coming back. I mean, captains coming back who need to make impact weeks. Lulu. Even though Al went
prove it
2-1. Yeah, but they got to prove that they're captains. They got to come back and do well.
That's wild.
That is wild, but also
That they won 4-3.
Against, yeah,
They didn't have Fredo, right?
yeah.
I heard they picked.
they don't have terrible. And Angel's been playing quarterback. So,
So-
I mean, with the guys that he plays every week, so that's not terribly shocking. It's not like the Seahawks are, we were just talking about, a great defensive team. You got Lewis.
But what? Well, if I'm not mistaken, Jazz hurt his knee, and Alfarito had his drama performance, so that could have been it.
He said, get a team in timeout. He's like, I got you.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Jazz, to be honest. It hasn't come up in even the DDPA, or no one's mentioned anything. So if he's hurt, he fucking
He hasn't said shit.
either he hasn't said shit, or the Seahawks are keeping it under their wraps, or he's better again.
It's a tough week for them. I think, if Jazz and Alfarito are both hurt, 1 and 2 the best. But hopefully they're not hurt and they come back and do
Bounce
something.
back. And
Yeah.
got a tough week.
All right, next at number 4, we got Kurt and his Panthers. Kurt, Freddie Bops, Jordan, Juan Lasso, Andres Del Rio, and Ray Martinez. I went 2-1.
But you see, like, they went 2-1, but they lost to a team that didn't have their captain.
That team's good though.
And they
I
went
know,
4-3
like,
against
to me,
another
it's
team without a captain, with no offense to Kevin G, fucking the guy playing quarterback for the first time.
Did Fredo play in that game?
Nah,
Because
he played.
so they went 2-1 against 3 captainless teams.
Yeah, they played 3
That
captains.
sounds like a fugazi to me.
Yeah, this is. I'll tell you what. I like the way their team is
It's
set
set
up
up.
together. Yeah, you have a lot from Andres Del Rio, fucking 6'3", coming in to rush the quarterbacks. Ray, we already know what Ray does. Juan Lasso at tier 4, mismatch in my opinion. Freddie Bops, I don't know what he gives at quarterback, but fucking threw a dot to Kurt that I saw in the chat. Must, I don't know who. It was beautiful. But I like this team a lot. I don't think that they're frauds, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they have chemistry. I think, like every team, it rides on Freddie Bops if he can put it together. Come up with an offensive game plan,
Yes.
right? Can he DD? Can he look for the matchup?
Did they have Ray last week?
No. Oh, they were down a guy too, so they were playing with their top 5 guys all game. Even though you'd like to have Ray there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's not a captain, not a tier 1, but his shit talking is.
Yeah.
is
No, and
captain
his play against tier 6. No offense to my current cap, he took my boy to the crib last year. Pick 6 to the crib.
Picked me twice last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy does. He plays well. He does his shit.
And his shit talking is A1.
Yeah, A1, tier 1.
I
for
love
sure.
it. I love it. Who do they play? They play the Falcons.
I think they get a real.
They play the Falcons.
Oof, we don't talk about that sunset.
They play the Seahawks, and then they play the Chargers. I think.
New York Chargers.
Yeah, the New Look Chargers is gonna be the Falcons.
I think the Chargers get him.
I think the Raiders get them.
Okay, Kurt's gonna cover
Falcons.
Mark.
Falcons. I
Who's
mean,
gonna cover
Raiders,
Dusty?
man. Watch, man. They
one
gonna-
also, man.
they're
I
gonna
think.
go
Nah, I
1 and
don't
2.
think so. I
No,
don't think he can cover Dusty. I don't
No,
know.
I don't
about
think he
Jordan
can.
Whitman.
he's their rusher. So I scrimmaged them.
Who, Jordan?
Yeah, I scrimmaged them this past weekend, and it's a nice, solid team. The rush kind of fucked with Freddie a little bit when I would send, some of my better rushes. But they had plays. Him and Kurt have chemistry, and he really fucks with Juan Lasso, man. So
Okay.
I liked it.
Interesting. Kurt is not a very vocal guy, so I'm curious to how he takes his teams.
He's vocal in his chat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, he's vocal in his chat. He's always writing and everything like that. He's very invested in this.
I
I
like
like that.
Even though he's very quiet, like in the chats and everything like that, he sees everything. He's very
Yeah.
He calls. He does research.
Okay.
He's very involved.
Okay, good. Yeah.
He's detective. I like that.
Yeah. All right.
I think
Next,
they're gonna bounce
we
back.
have the Texans. I think this team surprised people.
I don't know why.
It's a good team.
Yeah, I thought it was a good team coming in.
Yeah, so I guess it only surprised me. Pat, Norm, Ray, Scuba, Simply, and then Michael Perez. That guy's actually pretty big.
He's huge.
Guy's like 6'6".
Yeah.
Ginormous, not pretty big.
That's Yandri.
No, bigger than you.
I mean, yeah, but like
these fucking pictures of volleyball, like professional champions.
I think that he's powerlifting.
He's
He's powerlifting.
He's powerlifting.
Oh, even worse. It's in the Olympics.
no,
or
but he is a
some shit.
volleyball player. Him and
Did any of you guys get to see them? I
No,
unfortunately didn't get to see them play. I know
It's a good team.
they played the
They beat
Eagles.
2 teams without captains.
they beat him handily.
Yeah, they did, but that's what you're supposed to do when you don't have a captain. You know,
And
take
they
a
lost to
struggle
a
like you
Steelers,
pointed out.
from what I'm seeing, that's allowing 3 points to every team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
And defense was supposed to be their strong.
They're strong.
Yeah, but their bend don't break is what it seems.
The Steelers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But it seems like a bunch of teams, got the
The easy
the
schedule.
luxury of just playing 2 teams. You'll be lucky if you play a team with no captain. You play 2
Two teams.
captainless teams.
Yeah, all right, you're right. All right, so they play the Giants. That was a L for them, dub for us.
All right.
Hell yeah. Then they play the Chargers. And then they end off with the Falcons.
Poor Falcons.
Yeah, I think so. What do you guys think? I think we obviously beat them, obviously, but I'm a little biased in that sense. But
I refed your last game and I liked what I saw. The only
our
thing,
last game, okay, but our last game it was an experiment.
I know. Okay, then maybe I saw the experiment. For me, I saw too much hesitance from Chris is the one that gets the handoffs
Mhm.
from the Martinez Bros.
Mhm.
He was a little hesitant to run. I mean, to throw the ball, and he wanted to
Talking about
like
the Texans.
take off a little more. But
He always talks about his team. Whenever his team
yeah, I don't know if he can not be scared. I think you guys are gonna be nasty if you can give him a handoff because he's shifting. If he's a tier 5 or 6 rushing him, he can break off, and then you're out of the backfield. But I think it's a what if.
Okay.
We'll see.
So what do you think their record is?
2-1
You're
minimum.
2-1 right now, right?
Yeah.
No.
I think they go 2-1 again.
Who do they lose to if not us?
They play you, Falcons, and
Chargers.
Chargers.
Nah, if they beat you, they go 3-0.
If they beat you, they go 3-0. If
They
they
look
don't
Chargers,
beat you,
though.
I would say
I like this team. This
It's
team matches
hard
up
with
well.
the
Chargers
Chargers.
are a really good team.
They match up good against the
They
Chargers.
got a good team too.
I like this team a lot, and I think big is that Raymet has a guy who's not going to put the pressure on him like a normal person will with Pat. Pat is a very not that he's docile, but he's communication kind of guy. He's a metal guy. He's not going to fucking and get overwhelmed, and I think that's what Raymet needs. And then he's with like two of his boys.
We got Scuba and Norm.
And Norm is fucking fast for
fucking
40. 40. I was gonna say, I don't know if he's 40 or not.
He's 40 or
fast as
41.
shit for 40 something years
He's
old.
40 or 41.
So 2-1.
Yeah.
All right. See. Next, at number 2,
The 3-0 Steelers.
the 3-0 Steelers. Pretty interesting. I like it. I've gotten, we play them, so I've did my research, but I like their team. You know, it's Petey, Jerry, Danny Dominguez, which is a stud from what I'm hearing, Izzy, G, and Alex Gonzalez. Any of you guys saw their games?
No, I didn't see any of their games, but it seems they have about 45 years combined of flag experience from the first 3
Yeah,
games
the
in a
first
row.
3 guys, and then it's like you got the next 3
6
guys.
months.
Nah, their first 3 guys are really good though. They have like the best
And then
top
they
3.
have really good chemistry.
Yeah, of course. They played years together.
All their games are dogfights, like
4-3. Yeah.
like we said, you know, they would be in. I thought they were going to be lower scoring, but you know they were able to score.
Their last game was
Yeah, the overhit every time.
I told you, man. You put that 7.5 money in.
Oh no, that's the under, my brother.
Can't go over 7.5.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh my bad. Yeah, you can have 7.1.
Right there.
Yeah, man, they play really well. They're mad gritty, which is what I expected from them. I like the team.
Their defense looks good.
That
Yeah.
team is good, man.
Defense looks
Gerson's
really good.
lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he's bounced back.
Alex, the guy plays flag football at fucking 6 times a week, más o menos, in beginner and rec and every league on Monday and Wednesday and every tournament. So he plays a lot of flag.
Yeah.
And then Izzy, bro, I mean, I haven't heard him. I think he's out of the chat, right?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him say a fucking word, but
It's
bro,
like
he's
talking
good. He's
like
a little
the year
try
before.
hard.
I saw him make a really good play. He had a pick on Ray Matt.
Yes, I saw that. That was great.
Well, he picked off Patterson, but it was being thrown to Ray Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wrong place, right time.
Yeah. So I like them. I think my offense. That's what I do a hand up.
I like your team against them. Who else do they play though?
They play. Their first game is against the Chargers.
I see them winning.
I like
that.
them against the Chargers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then they
The
play.
defense is really good.
Which surprises me that
They
they
do
win
whatever.
4-3 every game.
Yeah, I mean,
Then we play
I
them.
thought their problem would be their offense.
Yeah, I thought so too. Then we play them game 2, which is the game of the week, and their final game is against the Bears.
So they're gonna go 2-1.
Yeah, and you know whether we come out and play, they can probably go 3-0 again.
Yeah.
I think their toughest game is going to be the Bears. The Bears need to win every game. They're 0-3. And they're coming out Fredo's first week, Juju's first week.
Yeah.
So they
Don't
gotta,
sleep on them.
Yeah, they gotta
They
win
got
every
something to
game.
prove.
Realistically, if you don't win every game now, if you started 0-3, you're fucking
On the jumping block.
every week. So yeah, that's huge.
DD comes at you quick, bro. Real quick.
All right,
And
and
then
number
we
1.
We got Chris.
Yo,
Yo,
I'm-
the Giants.
Do I have the best point differential?
No, you're tied with the
Bro, this
49ers.
is not the
whose
Giants
defense
show.
sucks.
This is Campus Corner.
Yeah, bro.
Boy.
Historically, look at all the time slots when we talk about teams. When Chris would like talk about a team, but if they play Chris, it's like, oh man, but my team.
Yo, I got a shot on my team.
Yeah, but you talk
Did
about
you
your
go
team.
3-0?
You talk
Wait,
about
you're not even in the league. Did you go 3-0?
like, bro.
Did
Yeah.
you go
You
3-0?
want to talk about
Afterwards.
shit, but you talk about your team when it's your team's turn to
I'm
talk.
gonna talk about my team whenever
Talk
I
about
want
the-
to talk about my
Talk
team.
about the Texans, and he's like, oh, bro, but I got
We
Chris.
play them,
I got Chris.
and we're gonna go.
No, they're gonna beat you. The Texans beat you guys.
Whoop their ass, bro. Ray Met, you heard it.
All right.
Oh shit! There you go,
Cuban
Spec.
Chris is gonna show up this week.
Chris Martinez, Adrian, Bender, Chris, CP, and throw it over the mountain.
Throw it over the mountain.
Nick Q, one-handed, destroyed the
Megatron.
Falcons, ended their season. Yeah, bro, I'm excited. I think we played really well. We beat
Some good teams.
a broken Kevin. We demolished this guy and his team, and then
Light work.
yeah,
And you guys.
If we're gonna speak fairly on everyone, you had a pretty easy schedule. Too.
Yeah,
he did.
100%. But I went out and did what I had to do.
No,
That's
100%.
the truth.
That's all. Your hardest game apparently was the Bengals, and that wasn't a difficult game at all.
No, we experimented a little bit. Chris was throwing a lot more that game.
Oh, the first game?
No, well, that was our third game.
Oh, okay.
That was our
okay.
third
It's
game.
the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way. So that was our last game. So we were trying to figure out, if he can take the helm, throw, if he's okay, or he felt right. And then it's kind of hard because obviously that's not a real team. There's no captain, so like.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. You were throwing against literally tier 2 down.
And that's when you start like experimenting and shit. So like it wasn't a really good gauge. So we're like, let's just catch the job and get out of here. But I like.
Who else do you play besides the Steelers this week?
So I play Texans,
Steelers.
Steelers, and
Vikings, no?
I end with Kurt and the Eagles.
Oh, Kurt.
Kurt? It's the Penguins.
No,
I mean-
Peña. Ow.
Ow.
Oh, you got a really good fucking schedule. So let's see how you did. This is like.
This is the
Let's
test
set up
game.
for a 1 and 2. Let's set up for a 1 and 2.
Yeah. Okay. I think I like how we match up against everyone. I like my Martinez bros. I think they bring a lot to my offense and defense.
The Eagles' defense is not bad, and they got a fire rush. So that
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
That is fucking fast as hell for 42.
Agreed. But I think where that helps me out is that I do have a handoff game, which has to make him slow down a little bit. And then if I hand off and Jesus follows me, I like that matchup the whole way.
You're going to have a
You can't just
good
bully.
time with that guy rushing you.
I think that handoff game needs to evolve, right? Because the longer you're in the backfield at quarterback, trying to figure out the experiment of Chris getting used to it, is the harder it's going to be for the Giants to continue to win games. I think you're most effective, obviously, at wide receiver.
Oh, 100%.
And corner or safety, whatever you're playing for your team. I'm not saying you can't win at quarterback because we've seen you go to the conference
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl at Q. So you're proven in DD as a Q, but I think obviously
Yeah.
you want to be wide out with this guy throwing you the ball full time.
When was the last time you played?
If you get there, I think you guys
In,
will be.
in DD?
You told the last 3 seasons, right?
No, I played last season.
Yeah, he was Q last season, right?
I know. I was a wide receiver.
Yeah,
last
Tommy,
season.
right?
I Tommy. Tommy
Oh,
just
yeah.
Oh, Tom.
He dropped-
And then the year before that, you threw.
correct.
And then QB Chris came out in the first year. You swapped everybody and made the playoffs, right? I'm talking about when we used to play back in Homestead. That's
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
first came out,
What
right?
game?
But no.
That was before.
That was before. The
Before
season
they-
before you.
Yeah, before David.
That was with CP, or you traded CP.
I traded to get CP.
Alright.
Yeah.
And 4-0.
Huh?
You guys are 4-0.
No, that we went 3-1.
Oh,
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. All right, so that's us. So you say 1 and 2 for us?
I think so.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's tough, brother.
The thing is that you have the toughest schedule.
You have a
Yeah.
tougher schedule, yeah.
I like it though. I like it. We're gonna come out. We get to prove ourselves, and we get to see if we're contenders or pretenders.
I don't think you go 0-3. It's either 2-1 or 1-2.
Okay.
I don't think you go 3-0 either.
No.
No.
Okay. I
It's
think.
hard to go 3-0 back to back, bro.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Agreed.
There it is.
I think if we get through that Steelers game, I think momentum and the high.
I feel
I can
like
see
since
that.
you got 3 tough games, you can't have drawn out games. You can't have your games go the whole.
Yeah.
You got to find one of those guys and get out and take them out quick because you got really tough teams. So
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
would probably play drawn out games, but if you could somehow figure out a way to win
And
one quick, yeah,
Yeah.
score, and then you get like a stop immediately and score up, and try to finish it like in 15.
No 4-3 games or no 30-minute games.
You're gonna have it's like close to a playoff schedule right there.
Yeah. I think
I was in 6th place.
Yeah.
He's 2-1 too. So you're playing right now 3 playoff teams.
I like it. I don't know who is that.
Our team is really good.
Eddie,
Chris J, bro, y'all sleep on my boy, dog.
That team is really good.
Y'all sleep on my boy at quarterback.
Yeah.
He's good.
He torched us.
He's neutralized 4-1.
Yeah.
Damn, like that?
He could throw the rock, dude.
I know, but for
I hope Al doesn't go in there and start fucking it up.
That's
That's what a lot of whispers are.
someone, I don't know who told me, but someone told me he doesn't like playing quarterback.
No, I think he just wanted to play wide receiver for a little bit. I don't know. Chris J's always been a quarterback though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So like,
Yeah.
you know.
But you know how it is. People do the backwards. Everyone
He's
wants
been
to
a
be
receiver in
quarterback.
red zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like before.
He was a receiver since young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
just,
cap guys. I don't know shit. My bad.
But he's a really good quarterback. He took me all the way to this shit. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Like, that's
I,
why I want to find, like, because it's always been, like, besides you winning all the time, like, Perra was the only other quarterback, like, I could think of off the top of my head that's won a season, right?
recently, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah. Since I've been in DD, David's fucking won everything.
Yeah, he's won everything. But I know there's, like, to me, there's, like, that, not the Mendoza line, but it's, like, there's that line that the quarterback is, like, stop. Like, you could win with only certain guys. And I think Chris is one of those guys you could win with. Like, him, like Devin. I don't know if you could win with, like, Josh or, like, Freddie Semino, someone like that. There's those guys that are, like, borderline. You know what I'm saying? That I think you could win with.
It's because
If you put a good enough roster.
I was gonna say that's
some of
your
those guys
like
get
Matt. I don't know if you got Matt. Can Matt win you a
Yeah,
team
I
if you
think
put?
so.
You think so?
yeah.
Well, man.
it depends where these guys get drafted because that determines the rest of the roster. Like Chris
Exactly.
J got drafted later, so the front of the roster is
Yeah,
like
man.
loaded.
Heavier, yeah.
And they got
But that's what I had
replacement
told. I
with
had
Steady.
told Al about him.
Because who do you replace?
He
They
replaced Kevin
replaced
McKee.
Kevin McKee, bro.
I think if you're talking about like swap for players, that's the biggest one. But bro, a lot of people sleep on Kevin. He don't look the part.
He's good, but
He don't look the part, but he's a smart player.
But
You played with Kevin for a long time.
yes, I think the Kevin of old
Is
Kevin that played last season.
is not steady. Is nowhere near.
No,
steady.
yeah, you
You're
pick
good.
steady
Steady's
on-
part of my crew. The sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And a lot of people saw, sometimes maybe shit. And the thing is that he had to cover a lot of the ones last season.
Yeah.
So people try to sleep on that, but he had to cover ones that had to cover
pick
two.
six. The Panthers to end the game.
Yeah.
So him and I were splitting the 1 and the 2 because Johan was our captain, but he was hurt, and then we didn't really have a 2. It was a bunch of tier 3s.
Yeah.
So, bro, last season people talk shit, but bro, we had to cover 1s and 2s the whole fucking season.
Yeah, man.
So that's why.
And it depends how your captain plays. If your captain wants to play safety, it's who lines
No,
up.
Johan was our captain, so he was playing middle, and he wasn't really playing defense. So, bro, we were literally
Sometimes,
covering
but sometimes
the 1 and
that screws people. Like, when were you? Who was it? You were telling me about the Alawa on Ernie. It's like at that point, it's like, yo, don't
Josh,
I've
I'll
had
never
that.
forgive
I've
you. I
had
know
that.
you don't
I've
love
had
me,
that.
you hate me, but I'll never forgive him for that.
But to me,
That's
that's
what
where
we
you
had.
throw the whole play away and just let
Let
it
it out. Let it out.
Go,
Let it
go.
out.
Listen, guys. The first drive of our last game versus the Miami Dolphins with our beloved host, Lazo, on the sideline. Both teams have their captain, 6 hard. We have to rotate. Something compels Josh. Hey, I'm out this first drive. I'm in. All right. Yeah, that's good. By the time I look over and I see that Ernie is fucking being covered by Alabama, I'm like, oh, we lost. This is over. And then I literally talked to Ernie after. He's like, bro, the Craigle told me to do a stutter goal, and by the time I lined up, I saw his all and I goed. Yeah, bro, that's it. We started on a back foot. We shot ourselves fucking in
Off
both
rip.
feet and in the fucking dick. So, bro,
got him and cheddar bombed yourself.
Oh, really bad, bro. Really bad. I'm not, and man, that's the kind of shit that made me really pull the trigger, because you need to be smarter than having your tier 2
Tell you what to do.
fucking out on the first drive when we're in full rotations. I understand if AJ's out, if Ernie's out, if even Flacco's out. I can understand it because those are the top 3 guys. Brother, Lazo was out. The fuck is Alabao? And Seabass is rushing. Like, that's it. Alabao's covering one of these top guys. Toast.
But that's where Jaime has to grab the reins and be like, nah,
He didn't
bro.
have that voice. And Jaime's
Would you
a
have
great
let that
football
happen?
player, but like I said, I don't know that he
Would you have
has
let
it
that
in to
happen?
be that
Of course not. You can't have tier 2 out with the 6.
All right, so
The cloudy.
who do you guys got for your stud and dud? I'm gonna start off for stud. I'm going Lulu, man. Lulu comes back. He gets into that offense. From what I heard, he's gonna let Kevin G maybe fuck around.
First game.
Fuck around a little bit.
Fuck around, throw the rock.
I don't think it's gonna work. Just I know the guy Lulu is,
Yeah.
and when Lulu runs his crazy post corner and Kevin G throws a fucking papalote,
Yeah.
he's gonna be pissed and he's gonna take over. And I think he's gonna play with that chip like,
Yeah. The Lulu ball.
let's fucking go,
Yeah,
and he's gonna start murking. So that's who I got for stud, Lulu.
I like that one. I'm not gonna take your pick. I'm gonna go David. Give him a bounce back, 0-3. I don't think you let yourself go 0-6.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
So,
I go with 6.
That's the one you were talking about.
Shut up. That's for Micah. But I'm going David, bro. You got the fire lit under your ass. You pulled yourself out of a hole last year. You know?
Yeah.
So, it's fucking Houdini over here.
I love it.
Alright, what do you got?
I got Fredo. When he came in DD last season, he lit it up.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing, like come in week 1 for him.
Yeah, Juju down too.
And he's got a big target in Juju. He's got Carlos, who Carlos is gonna eat. I think Fredo gets stud of the week.
I like
Okay, what do you got?
You took fucking Lulu from me, and you took Fredo, so I'm gonna go with probably Tronky. He went 0-3
That's a good one.
week 1, and he's gotta make moves, and he's gotta fucking put points on the board ASAP. I think they scored 5 points, 4 points maybe to boat it. Their tier 2 Daniel was quarterback.
Yeah.
That leaves you fucking very handicapped. 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the field at all times. As your receivers is not a good place to be.
Nope, at all.
So Tronky's gonna do his shit like you said earlier. He's high off that USA teams. I think they did really well. I saw the videos; they were doing really well. Tronky's a great quarterback, but that guy's smart. He has a great arm, great playbook. I think he's gonna do his shit, and I mean, I don't think he needs anything but just some guys that know how to fucking run and catch footballs to
Fire.
do it.
That's why I picked him, man. I mean, you're 0-3, backs against the wall. You gotta bounce back.
Yeah.
You gotta bounce back. Like I said, it comes at you quick.
Dud. I'm going Jaime or Josh.
From what I understand, Josh has COVID. I don't know if that's fucking true, but if it is, I'm a fucking prophet.
You got Hyman?
Yeah, one of them. I think the trade's gonna fuck with them. I think that's a pretty legit team, but I think the drama of the trade, they're gonna try to come out and then do too much to like fuck these guys.
I love Sebastian as a tier 6.
It's great.
I love it.
Yeah,
When I saw the trade, I was like, damn.
He's a steal, man.
at tier 6, 100%.
Like, you couldn't have kept him. You couldn't have do something different there.
He's a good rusher.
He was the Tyson piece. Hey, take the skates, nasty. Mismatch in parentheses.
Oh, God.
I love how nobody talks about him in this trade that between you two.
Yeah, I should pedal his ass a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, Ham, you got a solid squad. You
Yeah,
guys
squad,
have an
yeah.
average of like a 4-6 on that team. I don't know if you can
What do
catch
you
that.
got? Dud.
Dud? Damn. Fuck. You got me there, dog.
No.
Give me a few seconds. And
I'm gonna go. It's one of these guys, but I'm gonna go.
I got it.
Because I don't think they're that good.
Bold statement, hot take, and I may eat it, and I'm probably gonna get mad shit in the chat. Pablo C.
Dude, look.
He's throwing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that.
So
Pablo
he's not
C.
all-time quarterback all the time, so I want to see how long he can sustain that.
Yeah.
So maybe he has a fucking shitty week. Every quarterback needs to have a
Yeah,
rough week.
that's why I'm
So
gonna
that's a huge learning thing.
I'm gonna take
At
another
quarterback doing poorly.
Yeah, so look, I was between Jaime and Josh or Peña and Pablo.
Yeah.
I think, like, the friendship, like, that coolness with each other is going to make one of those two
It's not gonna
duos
mesh.
implode.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
You feel me?
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
just the pressure of it. Like, Peña's going to come in. Like, it's my team. I got to prove it. Pablo's coming in. Like, dude, I did it chilling without you.
Like vibe. We
Yeah.
got this.
And that shit is gonna implode. And I think Josh is gonna be like, man, fuck everybody. I need a score. And he's gonna fuck up. And Jaime's gonna be like, give me the fucking ball, you fucking idiot. And boom.
Boom. Do they trade each other?
No, brother, they love the fucking business.
They love the talk. It's like a toxic relationship.
Brother, they will not leave each other. That's a Christian Rock and fucking Blueface. Don't beat the shit out of each other before they go, my boy. to the grave. And you know what? I can't be part of that. I have a child I'm bringing into the earth, and my girl talks about the energy all the time and shit. It's probably part of the book she's reading. So I need good energy. And David, he's a good guy. 4 times, you can't get better than that.
There's no better energy.
The greatest energy I know.
He's going for his 5-star review this year. All right, my dud of the week is gonna be.
Go ahead, say it.
Freddie Bobst.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think. Me personally, I don't think the Panthers are that good, and I think it's gonna show this week.
That boy's stuck on that fucking Panthers fraud trend.
I know some
Not
stuff.
the rating, huh?
Oh, you know some stuff.
This guy's not even in the league. He knows some stuff.
Gotta stay plugged, bro.
Hold him in a little
Gotta
while.
stay plugged. Yeah. You know, have your hand in everything.
Correct. All
That's
that.
how I'm gonna go.
That boy not quiet after all.
Got my sources.
What did you
My
say?
dud, I think it's gonna be Petey.
Oh, Petey. Mr.
Pete,
Beyond the Scrubs.
That Petey beyond the scrubs or Peter Delgado?
No, Petey.
Petey.
Yeah.
G's up, Petey.
Yeah, it's Petey and then there's Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Petey.
I think it's
Clarify.
a make or break week for them.
1 and 2.
It might be a
You think
a swazzle over there.
You think if they go 0-3, they make a trade?
I
They
think
have to.
everybody
It
over
only
there
makes
just
sense.
swaps.
I mean, you never
You
know.
would think that's what I mean. Like if they don't, then every week there's a dud on that team.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, man. It's hard
Stuff.
when you have 3 tier 1s and then fucking
3 tier 6s.
3 tier 6s, brother. It's not like 3 tier 6.
You gotta end people quick,
yeah,
bro.
but those are 3.
No, Andy can't go.
No. Well,
I mean,
you got
that's the
8-2.
best thing is if you go run
They have
around
to
like
score every time.
8-2 brings a lot of heart.
They struggle.
Yeah.
That's why. I love it. That's as much as he
and
brings.
kind of give up. Like when I played them in that tournament, he had 2 tier 6s. The big tall dude, Larry. You know what I'm talking about?
But he has
I didn't-
Gary.
Yeah, he had Gary and Kevin. But I didn't even cover Larry. I had to double rush him. And he didn't throw the guy. That's what I'm saying. That to me, that's like if anybody can run around with 2 tiers, 3 tier 6s running around there, it's him or Lulu. So
All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. David, Swazo,
Raider gang.
Ralph, DD. See you guys Saturday.
Captain's Corner.
Peace.
Spider, 6. Yeah, 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 yeah. The price I want for sure, you gon' need 3 promoters. I got the body from Jim Ellis, but I had switched the motor. I got these badass bitch riding around this bitch named all the coders. Yeah, I just told her make a story. Yeah, I just bought all the Trojans. Yeah. I told her style